What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a long time since I've put out a real video. Summertime is always a challenge for me. My in-laws are in town from Florida and it makes it a little difficult to try to do videos and things of that nature. But anyway, the purpose of today's video is to show you a new product I'm getting ready to install in the car. One of the very first mods I did to the car was change out all of the interior incandescent light bulbs and put in LED bulbs. But of course, with this being a Hellcat, I couldn't just put in, just straight up white LED bulbs. So I went for a whole red LED motif, Hellcat, that kind of thing. So let me show you what I'm talking about right now. I'm going to turn this light out so it's a little darker in here. So you can see that all of the interior lights, except for those map lights, they're already soldered to the board, so they can't be replaced. You can see the grab handle lights there, those two lights there, and also the puddle lights are also red. So what I'm going to be installing today is new puddle lights, and they're going to have the cat head for the Hellcat logo. These things have been available through other companies for a while. The problem is you had to literally drill through the bottom of your door panel there to get them to work, and I just had no desire to do that. So luckily, a member of the Hellcats Only Facebook group decided to basically develop a completely plug-and-play replacement for the light that's already there, with the projector lamp and the cat head. So the name of his company is Blast LED. I will put a link to these in the description of the video. They are available for both the Chargers and Challengers. I was thoroughly impressed with the packaging. They come packaged. The lights themselves are actually only developed for the front doors. But if you order two sets and you put in the notes on your order that one of the sets is for the rear, he will basically go in and you can see he marks which ones are for the rear doors, and he does mark each light appropriately so you know which side to put it on the car. He does some some customization with the way the projectors project the cat head down on the floor, so that he makes sure that they match for the rear door application. So basically what these look like, let me open one of these packages up if I can do this one-handed. So these things are a direct replacement for what is already on the car. So you can see in the housing there, that is the actual LED fixture. I don't know if you'll be able to see the cat head on the lens there. If I turn it up to the light, probably not. So basically I guess the cat head is either etched on that black housing, or it's actually etched into the plastic right there. He does indicate that over time the cat head may fade. I guess the repeated on and off, or maybe it's the minimal heat that the LED generates, or whatever the case may be, over time can kind of cause that etching to fade. And basically, I think if you are the original owner of the product, for a nominal fee, you can have them fix. I don't know if they would send you whole new fixtures, or if you send back your fixtures and he replaces the internal where the etching is, or whatever the case may be. So anyway, at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try to get these installed. I'm not sure how much of this I'm going to film, because these kinds of things tend to frustrate me, so it's very possible I may get a little bent out of shape. But anyway, here we go. Okay, this is going to be a really weird angle, but basically you can see there's the armrest, the door panel, the front speaker on the door panel. And here is the Puddle light fixture that's currently on the door. Basically, when these were factory, this light was white. It was an incandescent bulb. So when I bought the kit from Diode Dynamics, it had a bulb to replace in the factory fitting, or the factory fixture. So basically, the new Puddle lights is going to replace this entire, you can't see my fingers there, that's okay. Alright, let's get the camera to adjust a little bit. There we go. So the new Puddle lights are going to replace this entire fixture with that projector lens in it. So basically, to get this out, you just use a pry tool, pry one of the corners, and this just basically pops out. After I get it out, I'll show you what the fixture looks like, but I'm not going to do the full install because this is a crazy angle to try to do this at. Alright, so here's the fixture. It's been pulled out of the bottom of the door panel. You can see there's the connector, and pretty much the fitting. The fixture looks pretty much exactly the same as the replacement, but you can see the projector is actually in there, where in the factory one you can see it's just an open fixture with the LED lights, you know, on the board that replaced the factory light that was there. So at this point, all you're going to do is disconnect the light from the socket, and then just replace the fixture with the new one, and pretty much put it back in the door panel. One thing I wanted to point out was when I replaced the bulbs with the red LEDs, all I had to do was basically disconnect the factory bulb and put this in, so there was no need to unplug the fixture from the actual wiring harness. So when you do these, the tab to release the fixture is actually right in there. So you have to press down right into there, and then the wiring harness should come out. At first I was trying to press on the outside, thinking the tab was on the outside. So if you're not careful, I could see how it would be very easy to break that wiring harness if you don't know where to press. Okay, so the install's all done. In all, it only took about 10 minutes to do all 4 lights. Actually changing the actual light itself only took about a minute and a half. The rest of that time was just moving around the car and repositioning them at each door and things like that. So what I'm going to do at this point is turn off all the lights, open up all the doors, and do a walk around. Of course, I have no idea how well this camera is going to pick this stuff up in the dark, so hopefully you'll be able to see these things pretty good. Okay, so here we are with the light on the driver's side door. You can see it's got a lot of definition in the etching to give it a nice crisp image on the floor. Again, with the glowing red part of the interior lights, I think that goes really well. Then when you move around to the back, you can see this is the back passenger door. The back driver's side door. And then hopefully I can walk around without running into anything here. Sorry about it being pitch black. But then here's the passenger side rear door, and again, he angles them in so that they, they're facing the car on the other side, so gives it a really cool look. And then here's the driver's side door. So all in all, I really like the way these things look. I think it's a neat little touch to the car. Like I said, these have existed, but you had to modify your car to put them on, and I just wasn't down for that. So I really like the fact that these are a true plug and play, no modifications whatsoever. So all in all, I'm definitely happy with this mod, and like I said, I'll leave a link to the charger products in the description. And again, I'd like to thank Summit for all of his hard work in creating these things and offering them to the community. I think it's great that there's somebody that's willing to support fellow Hellcat owners. So again, thanks Summit for all your hard work. Alright guys, thanks for watching.